The night of our wedding, my husband, all sinew and raw, hardworking muscle, left for the city to find work, and I didn't hear a peep from him again. I was left in that tiny, forgotten town, running on fumes, rising before the sun, and crashing after the owls. In one short year, the drudgery had hollowed me out, turning me from a woman of substance, a curvy girl with a lucky star, into a gaunt, exhausted shadow. Just when I felt I couldn't lift another bucket, my birth parents tracked me down. They said I was the daughter who had been swapped at birth, and they wanted to bring me to the city to live a life of comfort. But I hadn't even finished the drive in their sleek black sedan when a crew of men stopped us and dragged me out. They threatened my parents, pay the ransom, or they'd end me. I was shaking, absolutely terrified. But when the blindfold was ripped off, I looked up at the gang leader and froze. It was my runaway husband. Honey! The name burst out of me, and every eye in the room snapped to focus on me and Reese Owen. Reese's face instantly flushed crimson. I couldn't make out his expression through the shadows, but I was too excited to care. I pumped up the volume and yelled it again. Honey! The rugged men stared at me, trussed up like a Thanksgiving turkey, for a long moment, then erupted in laughter. Boss, did we scare this one senseless? She just yells honey at anyone? Hey, sweetheart, how about me? You? Don't you see the size of the boss? Look at his build compared to yours. The boss has all the luck, getting a rich heiress to throw herself at him even while he's on the job. Reese glared fiercely at his crew. When he looked at me, his brow furrowed. Stop yelling. Who are you calling your husband? I was stunned. He didn't recognize me. He'd abandoned me on our wedding night to seek fortune, promising to return and give me the good life, but he hadn't even called once. If my birth parents hadn't found me, I'd still be in that village, stuck playing Penelope. The thought of it all brought my fury to a boil. You rotten, heartless man. You walked out and left me to fend for myself, and now the first thing you do is kidnap me? Do you have no soul? Do you know how I've been living? Starving? Freezing? I nearly died of cold in that village last winter. I wallowed in the drama of my past misery, screaming the accusations until tears streamed down my face. The men exchanged bewildered, uncertain looks. No way. Is that really the boss's wife? Damn, boss just hit the jackpot. A wife and a ransom. You can't forget your crew when you hit it big, boss. A skinny guy, Mac, sidled up to Reese with a leering grin. Boss, we were supposed to kidnap her, but I think she's here to kidnap you. Reese finally snapped out of his daze and shoved Mac away in disgust. All of you, shut your mouths! He then strode over, intentionally roughing up his voice, and grabbed my chin. You open your eyes and look at me. Who is your husband? I'm known as the Rattler on the street, and I stand by my name. And besides, I have a wife. She's a curvy girl, a woman of substance. You may sound like her, but those stick arms and legs? Do you think I'm blind? Don't try to play games with me, sweetheart, or I'll cut out your tongue. After his menacing threat, he turned away and mumbled under his breath. Dressed so nice, trying to pretend to be my wife? What an actress. Good thing I don't fall for that. I was already livid that he wouldn't admit to knowing me. Hearing that, I instinctively glanced down at myself. My hourglass figure was now a slender, toned shape. My full curves had melted into a streamlined silhouette. I'd lost over 70 pounds. No wonder he didn't recognize me. For the first time in my life, I wanted to cry over being thin. I really am your Before I could finish, he sealed my mouth shut with duct tape. I'm warning you. We've been living on a knife's edge for years. We're stone-cold killers. Your little beauty tricks won't work on me. Cooperate and wait for the ransom, or I won't go easy on you. With that, he tapped the blade of a knife against my cheek. His action completely shocked me. I froze, unable to move a muscle. Once he was out of earshot, I sniffled. The more I thought about it, the more miserable I felt. So I just started yelling obscenities. Reese Owen, you low-down, no-good jerk! But with the tape over my mouth, no one understood what I was saying. After a long while, I calmed down and looked around the room.